Hi, team. Today we're going to talk about turning silver. And with this Silver Boot Camp, the whole point of what we are sharing with you is what we've done and what we've watched be done, what's worked and what hasn't worked. You know, when you started this journey, I hope you were excited. I know that I was. I was ready to take on the world. I hadn't even had much success with the products, but I loved them. I believed in them. Many of you have an incredible testimony with our products. And so your job, your ability now, because you've been given this information, is to go and share it. And a lot of times we're hesitant to do that. We want to wait. We want to make sure that we don't step on anyone's toes. We want to get past the holidays because everybody's going to be spending money on Christmas or traveling for the holidays. And the last thing you want to do is to make an excuse or an objection for somebody else. The last thing you want to do is wait. I promise you that if you barge ahead full steam, you're going to make some mistakes along the way, but guess what? You're going to make some mistakes whether or not you go slow or fast. So get that excuse out of your mind. You're going to make mistakes, but you're going to learn from your mistakes. The faster you go and the more you share and the faster you grow a team, guess how you learn? You learn by leading. You learn by teaching and walking someone through something. How else are you going to learn about the back office unless you're helping somebody? You're not going to be nearly as concerned if it's just for you as if you're sitting there with somebody brand new and trying to figure it out together. Vulnerability is a magnet for people. So not knowing all the answers, but being honest about it and being willing to go find the answers when you need one is another key component to success. I want to encourage you tonight to think about that list of 100 that you should have made. And if you haven't, get with your leader and your upline and work through and make a list. But once you have that list, I want you to think about having a super special present for each of those people on that list, to realize that you could be helping them unlock the door to a financial freedom that they never ever thought was possible. Maybe you're unlocking the door to health and wellness that they had given up on and are desperate and needing hope in an area where there's not been any hope. You know, I experienced an injury back in March, and it was really debilitating. And I had no idea that physical pain could be so interdependent on my mental stability. And yet it was. And so think about all the people in your life that are walking around with a smile plastered on their face that may be hurting behind that smile, those empty eyes. Guys, we have a gift. The faster you share, the more people you're going to be able to reach. And when you reach those people, the more financial benefit you're going to see. Eric Worre always talks about how an airplane takes off. An airplane does not get to its destination by turning on the engine and driving 30 miles an hour. It doesn't even get there going 100 miles an hour. It has to shoot up straight in the air with great momentum in order to get to its destination. The same is true for you. You have to start this business off with some huge momentum. You can do that by three-way calls. You can do that by a launch party. You can do that by really hitting the ground and with your Facebook and your other social media avenues by really targeting multiple people and sharing unabashedly. I was at a volleyball game on Saturday and a woman was speaking to her husband about walking through the grocery store and being so frustrated looking at all the probiotics, looking for something for their 5-year-old. I don't know them guys other than that they're on my daughter's team, and I had not met them prior to that day, but I was compelled to share with them about our probiotics. It took me about a 3-minute conversation, a handing of my business card, and then the mom coming back asking me 2 questions to get an order. That is the way we should approach our business. What is the worst thing that could have happened by me sharing with her? I could have embarrassed myself. I could have flubbed my words. And I would have just quickly said, you know what, I'm sorry. I don't know every single detail about this, but I know enough to tell you that it's worth you looking at. That's all you got to say. The same with the business opportunity. Present it every time you share the products. You never know who's looking for a part-time job, especially right now. Listen to conversations. Are people saying, gosh, I need to go work at Starbucks or Target or somewhere so I can make some extra Christmas money? Ding, 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 ding. Opportunity, opportunity. We need to train ourselves and tune ourselves to listen to the conversations around us, to be able to be a light. The Bible says that when you have knowledge, you're responsible to share that knowledge with others that don't have it. It's the same in witnessing, but it can be the same and used practically within your business. The other thing that I want to mention is that this whole, well, I need to wait and have a testimony thing. There are testimonies that probably drew you in that weren't even necessarily your sponsors. If you're under Taryn, you know that Taryn has an amazing testimony. If you're under Taryn signed up under Karen. Karen had an amazing testimony, and Karen signed up under Sherilyn, and Sarah, and Sarah had a testimony, and Sarah signed up under Sherilyn, and Sherilyn had a testimony. But guess what, guys? Every single one of their testimonies is different. Some lost weight, some didn't. Some gained energy, some didn't. Some slept better, some didn't. Some got off medications, some didn't. We can't guarantee success. But guess what? We can't guarantee no success either. So just because you haven't had your amazing testimony that you want so desperately to have, don't allow that to keep you from building your business, from sharing, because belief will be what drives you with your business, but it doesn't have to be just belief about yourself. There are literally thousands of testimonies on Facebook that you can go and access that are true and right and correct, and you can reach out to those people. You can send people there to ask questions if you don't even know all the details. So make sure that you're doing that, and make sure that that's not being the hindrance from you building your business. The other thing I want to remind you is that if you don't understand the back office, most of us don't. We will learn it together. Like I said at the beginning, make sure that you're looking and accessing information and maybe walking through to be the best teacher with that new ambassador. If you need help, reach out. We are here to support you. Sherilyn is here to support you. You have a wealth of upline and people around you, sideline, to plug into for resource and for help with your questions. Make it a great day. Make your business what you want it to be. Start with your why and let your daily motivation be changing people's lives, and you will be successful. All right. Can't wait to see you all sparkly silver at the end of November.